And welcome to episode 82 of Two Idiots Reading Comics. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow, share, comment a lot. Helps us a lot in the algorithm. Hit the like button. Go follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Two Idiots RC. Facebook is Two Idiots Reading Comics. And YouTube is Two Idiots Reading Comics. Appreciate following all that. We recently hit a big download milestone for us. We'd love to see that keep growing. And thanks again. So we'll get into the episode now, and I'll quit rambling. So let's go. And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. And this is Two Idiots Reading Comics. And today we're reading the very first volume of Copperhead.
Woohoo!
How have you been doing, bud?
Doing good, man.
Yeah.
Again, as y'all know, this is a bulk recording weekend, and
trying to get everything out of the way for the holidays.
We're minus 2 hours to kick off, and it's getting a little antsy.
Yeah. Me for you. I hope the stadium collapses.
Yeah, you asshole. Yeah, literally the both of your rivals are playing in this game.
Not the first time.
I know, and it won't be the last. I just saw the sadness just leak out of you right there.
Just aggravation. Glad we actually decided to get it all out of the way for the holidays this year.
Yes.
Right now it's like December 4th and we're recording January, which means we won't have to be back up until like the end of January.
Yeah. Get the holidays out of the way. A lot of traveling coming up.
Yeah, last year we had to literally do the first Sunday in January.
Yeah, that's right. To get it out for the month of January.
I think you were still hungover, but
there was a 90% chance I was.
Yeah, but I hope everybody's had a good first month of the year. And we all know February sucks, so let's just try to get that one over one as fast as possible.
Yes.
Almost March Madness time. We'll go with that. You want to go ahead and credit?
Yeah, let's get some credits.
I think this one's pretty short.
So as we said, Copperhead, writer Jay Faber.
Mm-hmm.
Colorist Ron Riley. Book design Sasha Heed. Artist Scott Godlewski.
Sure.
Godlewski. Letterer Thomas Moore. And book production by Vincent Kukua. Kukua.
Do you have is there a company just on that first page? That
Image Comics.
Oh, Image?
Yeah, Image Comics and Company. I mean, we've got a chief operating officer is Robert Kirkman.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got.
This might even be a Skybound book. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Awesome. To be honest, I was just scrolling through Comixology looking for free ones to check out, and I think I sent you 3 options, and this is the one you chose.
Yeah.
I'll be straight honest with my first opinion. I think there's a lot of cool stuff like they put into this like universe building. Obviously, a lot of it was that. There were some cool ideas, some cool characters, but if they think that one page at the end where they go to a random prison and that guy's holding a picture of the sheriff.
Yeah.
If they think that's enough to get me to go buy issue or like volume 2, I don't know about that. I had fun and it was a nice.
This list of I'm going to read it one day keeps getting bigger, and this one, I would say would
if I finally get through everything.
The top half.
I don't even know if I get top half.
Top half is just above.
I've also got like
above. But either
I've
way.
also got like for real like novels that I've been trying to read now. So
true. But again, this issue is really quick read. It's fun if you want to get introduced to this universe.
Like when you take out all like the cover pages and all that, I think it's only around like 112, 120 pages.
Yeah. Again, quick. It's free on Comixology. No, free ads. Well,
if you're an unlimited member, then it's a borrow.
But well worth the read.
Oh yeah. It was a nice, like, quick little read. It was cool.
Yeah.
And the universe, like I said, is very cool and interesting.
I do wish
I just don't think they did enough to, like, make me ultimately want to go and
This
go
one
read number
definitely
two.
seems like one of those that if this was coming out one at a time,
Oh, not a chance.
there's no there. I would probably not have made it out of issue 3.
No.
But again, the volume wise, wonderful.
Yeah.
Just at 5 at a time. The next one I think's a borrow as well. So
Okay.
you'd get another 5 free.
Yeah.
So well worth it. Especially if you love this kind of otherworldly Western.
Oh yeah, space
type,
westerns are awesome.
And it's exact. I mean, that's exactly what we get. This world looks like it's in the Old West. I don't even know what the world's called. I don't know if they officially name it.
I don't remember.
But you've got our sheriff, who is a human, coming to be the sheriff of this planet that apparently the humans had a war against and won, and her deputy is of the race that
I can't pronounce his whole name, but the first part is definitely Boudreaux.
Yeah,
but they call him Boo. I was like, you couldn't just like
Boudreaux.
Go a few letters more to Boudreaux.
I would much rather be called Boudreaux than Boo.
Yeah.
And even when the sheriff's kid,
he was
calls
the
him
coolest.
Boo, he goes, "No, I don't want to be." Fine.
Yeah, no, that was my favorite character in all of this. Was Boo, because like they even like the small clips of his backstory where they showed when he went to go like hunt down the green dude that got kicked out of the family, and they show like him running, but it's like flashbacks from him at war. And did
he's in a full. He looks like a. I don't even know what like a
gladiator.
Yeah. But he's a bear type creature. Like he's a bear with almost like a wolf face.
Yeah, bear mongoose type.
Yeah,
or bear mongoose type thing.
And so in his gladiator armor, he's in a kilt, a skirt, you want to call it, with a full chest plate and a face shield, and he just looks badass.
Those few pages told like so much of his story with like not taking up a whole lot of room, and I was like, that's my favorite character in all this because he feels wronged that he didn't like get the job as sheriff, and like says like, you say you want us and our people to work together, but for some reason none of us are ever put in charge.
We're never in charge. We're always beside you, but never above you.
Yeah. And then the sheriff was cool. They didn't give like a whole bunch of her backstory. Apparently there was an incident that caused her to, I guess she was a higher rank somewhere else, and she wasn't given the option of very many places she could go after whatever incident that they'll probably dive into later. And she gets like just a list of not very fun planets, and this is the one she picked. So,
and of course, dragged your kid along, which the kid's like 10.
Yeah,
11?
somewhere around there. And he's just like, why the hell are we coming here?
I mean, 10 or 11 years old, and you're being drugged around the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be in this backwater, so you're going to be a little rebellious.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to...
The sheriff had some very strict rules. Not that they weren't warranted.
But never answer the door. Never leave the house.
Yeah.
Don't talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you are on a new world. Like...
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't run into the same characters that you left. How
weird is it that, like, another thing that struck me as weird is, like, they kept describing those things, like, the monsters as natives.
Yeah.
But then, like, also talked about them as if they weren't, they
weren't sentient.
No, they talked about them as though they were sentient and knew what they were doing. But then every time they showed them doing anything, they were just, like, monsters attacking everything.
They were like, just like insectoids, just attack.
I'm like, are they like monsters / animals of this planet, or are they like actual sentient beings?
And then they talk about them that they love to gamble, so they are sentient. They are extremely sentient if they like to gamble. I mean,
that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Right. That was like one of my main nitpicks about the story.
But then when they're attacking the Artie and Isaiah, when they're attacking him and the sheriff, you're sitting there going, they're just attacking like wild beasts. They're not attacking in a swarm or a organized group. They're just straight in and just getting blasted apart.
I didn't understand that at all. And then you have these artificial intelligence that apparently sheriff does not like,
which were created. Apparently, what it seemed like created by the humans.
Yeah.
To attack these planets or fight for them.
And then once the war was over, didn't really have a part for him. So
it's kind of like the clones being created in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Once the war is over, you're useless to us. Yeah. So they become bounty hunters and killers and just trying to find a living that they can do, because the only thing they know is war and death and blood.
Yeah. Now that mine owner, he's going to cause some.
He's
going to cause a lot of problems down the road.
He is the landowner in the Wild West that thinks he owns everything. And
was it in holes? The duck may swim on the lake, but my daddy owns the lake.
I love that part.
If you haven't seen the Shia LaBeouf Holes movies, you need to go watch it. Yeah.
Because hell, we were young when that movie came out.
But go watch this video on YouTube and then go watch Holes on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
No.
In either one, either our show or the whole show.
Maybe our show.
Maybe our show. At least being positive.
Yeah.
Especially since our auras on Spotify are
Honestly,
so different.
Yeah, that was weird. We just got our Spotify wrapped, and they said my audio aura is bold and angst.
And mine was hopeful and
hype.
I
don't know. Just a weird tangent we just went on. But honestly, what you should do is we have all of our episodes on a playlist. Just before you go to sleep, turn the volume all the way down. Yeah, hit play on the playlist and just put your phone facing down. That's all we need. Let us get our watch hours. Hit subscribe. Yeah. That's all we really need. So, anyways, back to the story. Is there any other things you liked out of this?
No.
Besides the drunken doctor, I assume that's probably one of your favorite characters.
That was great.
Yeah.
Just a drunken doctor, and then the sheriff's like, "Are you capable of doing this?" "Oh, I've been drunker, so this is actually not pleasurable for him."
Yeah.
Like, he's like, "Oh, if I was drunker, this would actually be more fun." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, yay!" But he is very self-aware of, like, he's also not going to instigate anything.
Oh no!
Because when his place was broken into, he was like, "I'm not going in."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna try to save the patient that's in there that's gonna hurt me.
Oh yeah.
He's like, just fuck it, call the cops.
What did you think about was the Swell family?
That was interesting. I thought at first it was just a little side thing, just to get the story started. Her first interaction, and she gets the mom back to the jail, and they go, "Hey,"
and then her entire family gets murdered.
The entire family's killed, apparently by the natives, who want this jewel that means more to them than it would to a normal sentient.
Because they all owed. Because the son that got kicked out, who hired Isaiah to go back. Is it Isaiah?
The Artie. They hired the Artie, the artificial intelligent guy.
Part of me wants to say it's Ishmael, but I can be wrong.
Ishmael. It is Ishmael. It's Ishmael.
But yeah, and then had to hire him to go get their like religious artifact back. But yeah, no, the entire family gets murdered, and then that's where the story goes. She has to, like, day 2 has to figure all that out.
Yeah, either there were some weird time jumps happening, or this was all within like 72 hours of her showing up on the planet.
For real.
And literally like 72 hours.
Yeah, not a lot of time. But there are a lot of cool characters. Part of me does wish this wasn't like, I get it, it's a Western, and so it's like that, but part of me wished it was more of like a cyberpunk type town.
A little more futuristic.
Or it's already as like futuristic as I like. But I wish it was like in Cyberpunk 2077, there's a big ass city, and then like right outside is like a desert wasteland. So you could have like the best of both worlds. Yeah.
So
this feels like way too small town.
This is all the desert town. Like even the mining, like the mining town wasn't a large city. It was just a pit in the ground and some surrounding buildings.
Like if you go 2 miles outside of this town, Luke Skywalker's going to be there with his aunt and uncle.
Yeah. Just so, which is kind of what the Sewell family was. Just living in the native world.
Nowhere near as cool though.
Nowhere near.
Oh, and apparently natives are outside of human and like, like however their justice system works.
Yeah, the natives they're immune to everything. Or not immune, but
they have
amnesty.
Yeah,
towards everything.
All that.
So then who is the war about then? If the humans came to war and Boo was fighting against the humans, would you think that was fighting for that?
There were too many. I mean, granted, there are a lot of different species of animal on this planet, including humans, but there was like a lot of different species on that planet. I was like, and my mindset is just like, okay, which one of you are the natives?
Yeah, but apparently the natives aren't incorporated into the town.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot of interesting dynamics going on.
The Soul woman, who is crazy and mean,
yeah,
is now the babysitter to the sheriff's son, Zeke.
Yes. And strangely, I trust her.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like, but she is family first.
Yeah.
So it is definitely, as long as she thinks Zeke's a part of her family.
That kid's gonna give her hell. I might.
He's gonna give her hell.
That'd be the only reason I want to keep reading this, is to see like the Nanny McPhee of Miss Swell and Zeke going back.
Because
forth.
I mean, like we said earlier, this kid, he's 10 years old, having these really strict rules on this backwoods planet.
Doesn't really.
There's nothing
there.
else to do, so he's gonna create trouble.
Yeah.
He created trouble in his first 24 hours on the planet.
Yeah. Granted, he was trying to help a dog or help find a dog, but still.
But that would be kind of fun to watch that dynamic.
No, that dynamic is worth coming back.
Zool, the mom, will definitely kill for the babysitting the son she's going to babysit for.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That being said, this was like a really short book, so we probably won't have to. I'll probably stop us from like rambling on right now. We'll just have a short episode today. Here I would normally say, hey, here's what we're gonna read in February, but right now it's December 3rd, so go follow our Instagram and Twitter, 2idiotsrc, or Facebook, 2idiots reading comics. We'll announce it there.
Because by the time you hear this, we should already have it up for you.
Yeah. But Davis, hope you had some good holidays.
Yep.
And we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.